Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 of the SR-71 build diary. My apologies that it took so long. Initially planned to film an update last week, but all my neighbors had the idea to do some DIY with all the noisy tools and stuff, so it took a bit longer. Also the Dutch Air Force decided it was a pretty good idea to do dogfights above my house with 3 F-16s, so that made a hell of a lot of noise too. But things seem to have quieted down. I don't know, I don't care really. So I can finally film an update. It has been painted, obviously, and I'm working on the decals, which I come to in a bit. Construction wasn't that much of an issue, except for, I should wear gloves, except for there and along the nose where the parts meet up. There's a few gaps, and also in the back there were huge gaps that had to be filled, and because the panel lines are raised, the detail, which basically are the panel lines, so yeah, words. I filled those with Mr. Surface 1000. Took a few goes because obviously the kit is hollow, and every time I dropped some in it disappeared, so it took some time to build that up. And I didn't use the 500 because it's too thick, so I would just stick on top, and then with the sanding I would risk sanding away all the detail. Some got sanded away a little bit, but yeah, what do you do? So put those away. Yeah, after I did all that, I primed it with UMP primer, grey. And then I did all the pre-shading with black primer. Left that to dry for a couple of nights, and then sprayed it with XF85 in very thin layers, so you can still see the pre-shading. Now I remember. I have some pictures of the seams that I filled, so if I remember I'll put those in here somewhere. I'll probably forget, but yeah. Anyway, I painted it with rubber black. I did try a number of colors, but they all turned out too grey, and as a little warning, I bought Vallejo Model Air tire black to spray this initially. This is a medium grey color. This has nothing to do with black or a dark grey, so that was kind of useless. Anyway, I did test a couple of colors on a piece of plastic, and I tried that one, because they look pretty dark on the test, but they are all too light grey for what I was looking for, so I did the testing on the drone, which has now been sprayed 5 times I think, because once it was dry and then you could really see the color, it turned out too grey, so I took some alcohol, rubbed it all off, left it to dry overnight, primed it again, did the panel lining again, sprayed it again, because it looks nice and dark on here, it doesn't on a larger surface. So yeah, the drone got sprayed, a bit dusty, a couple of times. I also did a gunk wash on the drone with black oil paint, but that didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, so I'll have to think of something to bring back the faded black gray on this one. But that'll turn out alright. What else did I do? I did the rear wheels. Yeah, so it is still in a weathering stage. So I looked at some reference pictures. The rear wheels are grey. The front wheel landing gear wheels are black rubber, but the back ones are grey, with wear and tear in the middle. So I tried to replicate that a bit. Yeah, they need more weathering, so I'll do that at a later stage. Nearly knocked my airbrush off my desk. Decals, yes. As I have not planned this, I am very much not organized. So and let me get some stuff to show you. This is the instruction sheet. They have invented panel lines on here that aren't on the model, and they've left out panel lines that are on the model, so it's a bit of guesswork where everything goes. Eventually I went online and found a piece of instruction from a different brand, a different kit, to see where the decals go, because these, maybe zoom in a bit, wobbly cam. So there's the camera windows, I think, or some sort of sensor array things. According to Iteleri's instructions, the red square should go all the way up to there, but they're spaced out perfectly to go around those windows, which is also logical that they would go there, but it's not clear in the instructions, so it took me some time to figure out where they needed to go. So yeah, this isn't really helpful. And for the underside, they have everything laid out and blown up which decal goes where. Very cleverly, they are not numbered or marked in any way, so this is yeah, take a square there. Which one? Because there are 8 squares, you know. You have to figure it out for yourself. Also, US Air Force, yes, you get the black ones and you get white ones. Which one do I use? It's not called out in any way in the instructions, so yeah, you need to figure that out for yourself. On the top, they called out 1, 2, 3, 4 decals, and the rest, well, these two, but on the back. So you kind of need to figure out where that's going and how to do that all by yourself. Again, it's not numbered. And oop, that's stuck. That's a bit of a pain to figure out which go where, because again, you have a number of stripes that can go anywhere. So let's put this away for a second and I'll show you what I came up with. Oh, where am I gonna put it? make noise. Ugh, there we go. Excuse me. So like I said, you get a number of red stripes. And that one's wet, so I have to be careful because I chose the wrong one. So let's zoom this thing not that far. Yeah, there we go. And they're all different lengths really. So that one's obvious. Put it in the shot. That one's obvious. It goes there. And when I put that one on there, it was too short around the back here. So there's supposed to be another decal. Now you may be able to see if I zoom in, not out. This nose step overlaps the red bit, so with the long decal that goes, you know, there-ish. So that one follows that one on the wing, and then there's these two larger ones, longer. And if you look very carefully, if I can position them in my zoomed in shot, you can see if I had a point thing on the edge. That edge is straight, that edge is a little bit not straight. I know the word, honestly I do, I just can't, it won't pop up in my mind, but yeah, it's a little bit of an edge there, tilted edge, and that goes on here, because the instructions are a little bit vague. That edge is the same as the edge of this part of the wing, just next to the engine. So that's where those go. So you got that one like that, that one like that to make the corner. And I'm pointing at this one, but obviously I have the decals for this one. So the edge goes there like that. So that also took some time to figure out. So yeah, obviously I will be doing the rest of the decals later, and then I have to wait for something stronger than micro sole, because I will try and show. I should probably turn it so. These ridges and recesses are very, very deep, and the decal needs to conform to that. If I can show you on the other side, I don't think it will show on camera, but this one has had, I don't know, maybe 10 coats of micro sole, and it's just going down into those recesses a little bit, but not completely. Same with the American Air Force logo. It's going into the recesses, but not completely. And I don't think the micro sole is strong enough for softening the decal that much that it will actually go into the recesses completely and stop the silvering going on there. So that's something I will have to test. I never used the stuff I ordered. I can't remember what it's called. No, honestly, I can't remember. I will look it up and put it in the screen here somewhere. The stuff that I ordered to do so, and hopefully that will soften the decal that much that it will just get sucked into those recesses. So yeah, very quick video. Not a lot of interesting stuff going on yet on the Blackbird. Hopefully the decal solution will be here quickly, and I can finish off all the decals, give it another clear coat, and then start working on getting all the details in the wheel base and stuff like that out, and start on the weathering, which is the fun bit. So that's it for me very quickly. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye. Take care.